Oh, so we are playing Sniper Elite Board. I am Marius Historicus, your local time loss lecturer, and today this is nothing more than a figure it out stream. I just want to mess around with the tech a little bit, want to kind of see what's happening, and we'll take everything from there. Oh my goodness, 1 second, please. If you were able to hear that, that was actually my cat. She is very needy, and she decided that today was a great time to bug dad. So, yeah, that is pretty much my life in a nutshell, ruled by a small furry creature. We're going to see if this works, and it looks like the audio does, in point of fact, work the way it's supposed to. So we are going to just a little bit more of technical difficulties. So audio works. Give me 1 second, please. Because I do need to kind of see some other things that are running around, right? I know that's very rude of me, but I do want to see things. Okay, looks like we are good. So we'll get back to the game really quick. This has an interesting little thing going on with it, but that's not necessarily a big deal for me. No. Not sure why. That is a very obnoxious thing right there. Okay, we're just gonna figure that one out right now. So, Sniper Elite 4 is a game that you play a SOE operative by the name. Oh goodness gracious, you just escapes my name completely. So this is obviously just kind of a mess around mission, right? So I've already completed the campaign, as you can see. The Marino Dockyard mission has you confirming an ally reconnaissance plane spotted mysterious shipments being brought into the Marino Dockyard. Your job is to sneak in under the cover of darkness to discover just what the Germans are up to, find out what the shipments contain or where they're being sent, and prepare the area for a covert Allied bombing raid. It's a little bit of a quibble there. It is directly attributable to the Allies. There's no getting around this fact, right? When bombers fly overhead, it's usually pretty obvious that someone can be attributed to doing it. Covert means, that there's a good chance you're not going to be found, no one's going to be attributed to it. Similar to clandestine, right, where no one is supposed to know, or at least no one's supposed to know what you've done or how you did it, just that something occurred. So we're going to continue this. And because I want a bit of a challenge, right, we're going to be using the Lives of Carbine. And this is a very interesting piece of kit. It's actually a roughly 45 caliber round with a Lee Enfield action. The barrel is from a Thompson, and the entire thing, essentially from the forestock forward, is silenced, right? This is an integral silencer, one of the very first rifle-sized firearms that integrated such technology, and it was extremely quiet. And one of the issues of this, right, is that, hey, it also has a very limited range. It is, after all, a pistol caliber weapon being used as a sniping platform. That said, it did enjoy a significant amount of success with anyone ranging from British paratroopers to commandos, SOE operatives, and the like. The Americans never really had a weapon like this in World War II, but that was because suppressed weapons didn't really catch on until the Cold War, really, when the whole covert clandestine operations legacy for the United States began. Oh yeah, Carl Fairburn, that's the guy's name. I am so out of it today. Yeah, and we're going to see what trouble we can get up to in Loreno. So, lovely Italian countryside, lovely Mediterranean. We're going to talk to Colonel Weaver and see what he thinks.
Good work on the partisans, Carl. OSS is mighty pleased. And what with that? And Sicily?
Heard Operation Husky went pretty smoothly for you guys. Also heard Eisenhower has bigger plans. A mainland invasion.
Reich always has bigger plans, Carl. The point is that we've poked the hornet's nest. Things are a-stirring.
What things? This from your informant?
Dorfman? Nah, not this time. This is straight from our boys in aerial reconnaissance. There's a dockyard down the coast from here. The Germans are moving something.
Any idea what that something might be?
There's a lot of security, so whatever it is, it's gonna be darn valuable.
Which is where I come in, huh?
Got it in one, my friend. We need specifics. What it is, where it's moving.
And then what? Sounds like the Germans have got themselves a big operation.
Husky means we've got some bombers in the area. Now, once you do what you gotta, well, why don't you just give them flyboys a nod?
So find out what they're transporting, disable or destroy harbor air defenses, and learn where the shipments are being sent. Relatively easy. And you might be wondering, hey, why is a OSS operative being, in uniform in occupied Italy? Well, the answer to that is pretty simple. It would be considered a war crime if he was out of uniform and under certain acts and policies that the Germans and various allied, both allied and Axis forces undertook. Any military personnel in civilian dress was considered a spy and subject to summary execution. So whenever you hear about military forces being sent behind enemy lines, commando raids, sabotage operations, and the like, what you're actually getting, for the most part, is someone in uniform, or at least they're wearing the uniform underneath civilian clothes so that they can claim that they were not impersonating a civilian, they're not spying, they're not subject to summary execution. Didn't always work, unfortunately. And as a member of the OSS, he is, the American component of the covert clandestine world. A very young organization, not very military, as you heard from his bearing, a little imprecise. That's because OSS was recruited from lawyers, bankers, academics, serving military personnel, really anyone who proved that they had the intelligence, the guts, and the wits to survive in a high-pressure environment. Now we're going to see the SOE, Special Operations Executive, side of the house.
Red Fox calling Mother Hen. Red Fox calling Mother Hen.
Receiving you, Red Fox. Footage recovered from crashed observation plane shows multiple quantities of weapons being transferred to Loreno Dockyard. Find that armory. Out.
Red Fox out.
So a very simple situation report, left and right limits, and an objective. And that's how we do things. Now I'm talking to some of the partisans. Or partisans.
Something on your mind?
A man called La Terza, the harbor master.
Friend of yours?
A more venal, corrupt individual you could not hope to meet, except of course for that bastard Bum.
Not a friend then.
He's a traitor. Many of our people he sent to their deaths. Someone should make an example of him.
Is that so?
This guy. Giancarlo.
Does the Angel know how bad it is?
She's our leader. She has other concerns. Without her, we're nothing.
I get the feeling she doubts herself.
She stepped in when Böhm's people snatched their father. He was an extraordinary man.
He casts a long shadow, I understand.
She's a worthy successor to her father. If only she knew that.
So Bohm's people took him.
No one ever saw a body.
That's gotta be hard on her.
It's not just that, Carl. OSS knew her father had been taken, but he wasn't classified, a strategic asset. So they did nothing to help him. Nothing.
It's the number one simp of this game. In fairness, not every informant's network can be recovered safely. The OSS, especially, was a very junior organization that didn't have the capabilities and understanding or the experience really to guarantee the safety of their assets. Everyone knew that if you collaborated with intelligence service or either side, you were putting your life in your hands. However, the game needs drama, and this is a source of that.
Fearsome looking blade.
It was my father's.
Was?
Böhm's people took him in the dead of night. There's been no word, nothing, ever since.
I'm sorry.
There is a quotation from a poet. A mighty flame follows a tiny spark. My father was the spark. That's why they followed him.
The partisans? I didn't realize.
He was my father and their leader.
It's a
And
tough act to follow.
that is partially
Yes.
why
It is. But unless I
you
find
see
a
some of the
body,
tension here.
I won't stop hoping. Hope is what carries us through. Feeling good about your little victory at the viaduct?
Did as you asked.
Thank you for that, Lieutenant. But the partisans are hanging by a thread. We need ammo, fuel, medicine. Madre Madonna, we need a medicine.
Typhus?
It's sweeping Alagra. Some of our people are already showing signs of infection. We know the Nazis are transporting vaccines via the dockyard. If you could find out where it is.
See what I can do.
Again, you're having to compete with various different factions. Everyone has their objectives, their loyalties, all kinds of stuff. So, at least in game, the reason for these objectives is to give you more ways to earn points, advance your rank, unlock weapons, etc. And now we're actually going to begin. Now all of our marching orders are received.
This place is crawling with guards. Better keep to the shadows if I'm gonna get the information I need.
So we already have guard number 1 here, sitting by a fire, ruining his night vision. Wonderful job, you. And we also have a truck. Yeah, robots. We should have another guard down here based on the mini-map, right? Oh, he's not about. Let's see if we can take him out really quick. And that's why you're never by yourself on Sentry.
No more to find here.
Well, that's why you should not be by yourself on sentry duty. You need to have just a little bit of situational awareness. Even if this is a so-called safe posting behind the front line, that's no excuse for sloppy work. So we're going to handle this a little differently than we normally do. Because one of the great things about the game is that it allows you to kind of do whatever you want. It's very much a choose your own adventure. So we are going to choose our own adventure out of this. Very cautiously. Quick look at what the heck is happening, right? Biggest bang for our buck. Probably that, actually. By using this first weapon, we will be able to minimize some of the chaos that will occur. The number one rule of a sniper: take down officers. And Steve now alerted because I saw him go down. Two down. Give him something new to focus on. The noise is over there, right? the mistake of moving. So I'm just going to take him out real quick. And so did he. So therefore he must be eliminated as well. And just like that, we've eliminated this side of the garrison. So, it would behoove us a little bit to kind of see what we can find in terms of weapons, ammunition, supplies.
Can't find anything else.
Foresaw who ran in my line of fire.
I think I've grabbed all I
can. A lot of
can.
this should be classified as SMG or pistol ammo. But even though you're using a pistol caliber, it still classifies it as rifle ammunition. And as you can see, it's not necessarily enough to down someone at once. It is, after all, only 45 caliber ammunition. You need something a bit more oomph to take people down.
Guess I grabbed everything useful.
That you did, Carl, my boy. That you did. The important thing now is we just fought a bunch of Germans. Now we have several Italians up ahead. Visually distinct due to their uniforms. Uniforms, their helmets, everything's just a little bit different. Pillboxes can only be eliminated by a satchel charge. You can't actually shoot it. Which does encourage a little bit of circumsumption. Because you don't want to be shot. Machine guns are generally a bad thing. See, here's another Italian. Maybe next Italian. Take a little bit of a risk here. That paid off.
That's all.
Let's see if we can get this guy somehow. Nope. He is safely behind barriers. Until he does something like this. Oh no, it's still sandbagged. All quiet. Famous last words. Because I don't like being in light. I'm gonna do that real quick. I also really like cover.
Lots of lights on in there.
Nope, that didn't do what I thought. So we're doing this the old-fashioned way. We're gonna take this guy down. Sufficiently up. Same thing again. Shoot the lights out. Love the dark. What do we do here? Should be one guy over here. Come on, me when you're down. As you can see, almost you exactly hit him in the head. This is that is an Italian officer.
Nothing else.
It very helpfully gave us an even larger population of targets to choose from. Loot all of the bodies, as is tradition, of course. Never know what you can find. Don't want this being used anymore.
This will come in very useful.
You're gonna put a satchel on. Or rather, we're gonna put 10 bullets. Shoot, I want to run. That frees us up. Flanks and our security, we can move on along. There's a little material lot right here.
Looks like the Mafia have been helping themselves to goodies from the dockyard.
That's kind of an interesting thing about Italy in World War II. You had the Italian fascists, the German fascists, and then the criminal underworld, some of whom actually worked with fascists, some of whom were not, because authoritarians are generally bad for business. And then people who just want to be left alone do what they want without the interference of any government. Criminal organizations are usually one of the first choices to there we go. Criminal organization among the first choice of any kind of intelligence to co-opt financiers to and generally exploit. They're greater resistance because they already know how to evade government controls. They know how to maintain security, assuming they're intelligent enough. And they also know that sometimes you need to do distasteful things in order to further your goals. The problem, of course, is that, well, if someone comes around with a better offer, you're probably going to be betrayed. That, however, is an operational risk everyone assumes. Now, this is kind of an art form because you have to selectively eliminate people. Generally,
This guy looks important. Good chance he's got something useful on him.
yep. Anyone in fancy outfits is automatically a target. Number one rule of operations. If it looks important, it probably is. See, someone has found a body. I guess that's the officer. Yes, it is. Now, everyone's running over to go look
I need to find out where the shipment is going.
because everyone is running around. chance to sneak around and do stuff like this. There we go. All the way at the back there. It's just Fancy Pants Officer. Shame to ruin that white uniform. But we're gonna do it. That is why we bring helmets. Not that it really helps if you're shot immediately.
Nothing else to find.
But, you know, it never hurts, right?
Wonder what he keeps locked up.
Ooh. Keys are also important. So we can find things. Okay, more ammunition. Always good. Ooh, TNT. That's always a fan favorite. TNT and telemines will be able to destroy pretty much anything in one go. So let's check out the safe, see what we found here.
Just what I was looking for. The document says the shipments are being sent to Alagra, and they've been having problems with the Mafia stealing from the dockyard. Useful to know.
And shipments were sent to Alagra. What we do instead is disrupt that. Logistics are the Achilles heel of any army, no matter what the era. If you have bad logistics, you're not going to be able to get much done. Ooh, searchlights. That's first objective, actually. Shouldn't be going down there. Should be going up here. And we're just gonna... Ooh. That was scary. That was a sniper. There's the sniper. Because I don't like you, we're gonna do this. How can we get them all grouped up? so that we can take out as many as possible at once. Ah, there's one. Tender farm, where you'd expect to find those things. Ooh, radio operator. He needs to go first, actually. That's exactly what we're gonna do. And we're gonna make this funny as soon as he turns around. See? Wonder what happens when you shoot a bunch of electronics. High-powered, direct current battery electronics. Let's find out. And fried. Things became complicated. Or not. They decide to scatter. Generally face away. From where the explosion occurred. This guy. It's going really quick. You don't do crap like that. Well, not if you want to live. Here we go. 2 more in the immediate area. There's the last one.
This will come in very useful.
I'm just gonna run around with it. Because we can. Never know what kind of intelligence or supplies, little bits and drafts of stuff you're gonna find.
No doubt about it. Those are the typhus vaccines. I'll let the partisans know where they are.
More points.
Nothing else.
lovely colonial propaganda poster. I think, not quite sure who that is, actually. Well, the ghost of an Italian soldier, it looks like. Or, because I can't read Italian, I can't really say what it says. What we're going to do right here, because we don't know where this leads, we're going to proof it by a mine and a block of TNT next to each other. This theory enough of a blast to knock out even a tank.
That's all.
What else can we rummage up here? Like this should be destroyed post haste. So don't want to do it all over again. Problem solved and staying solved. Well, what do we have here? Boat. Even more.
Du mir nicht zweimal sagen.
Non-manned, but still needs to be eliminated. almost 200 meters. For the remainder of his crew. That's number one. This guy right here, assume being number two. Just like that. Find a good point. At least the coast is clear enough. At least we're advancing on foot. Do you go quiet? And I think right now the answer is we go quiet. Number one. Trust your feelings, they'll serve you well, and all that. Ooh, generator. This is... He's gonna come over and place the... Bad. No. There was a sniper up there. Should be there. So get up there in the tree. still forget how it works. More house cleaning.
Haltet euch von ihm fern!
That's good.
Guess I grabbed everything useful.
You can put stuff. Time to go.
Mein Geräusch ganz eindeutig.
think I've grabbed all I can. Although the noise is liable to bring me some unwanted attention.
That is a guarantee. Being noisy like that is a very good way to start attracting attention. Ooh. There's something that blew up probably through that tunnel. There they are. No, that plan's just under new management. Poke your head out one more time, I dare you.
Zieht eure Köpfe ein!
That's embarrassing. That's a lot better.
No more to find here.
Keep on, keep on. No way up. As we just call a little whoopsie. just keep moving like that. That's good. Goodness. That did not end well. Got ventilated like Swiss freaking cheese.
Bleibt in Deckung, verdammt! Los die Köpfe ein!
Still no idea how to get up there. A little difficult. I should be able to jump onto that, but I can't. It means I can't actually get to what that sniper dropped. I know there's a way, I just forget how. Very dumbly standing out there. A grenade? No, just a canteen on his belt. Let's see. Saw it. There's just someone out there who shouldn't be out here. Doors or no? He's too far away. So... gotta wonder sometimes. The thing has just been shot. Don't run outside. Stay inside, under cover. That should be obvious there.
Jack,
It's not for
some sort of guidance system.
Seems to be the strangest thing, right? That people don't do this. I'm in charge. Time to go loud. In my considered opinion. We're gonna do that in a very mean way. On the officer.
Entdeckung! Granate! Entdeckung! Haltet euch fern!
Can't find anything else.
to do this. Maybe don't stay in the doorway, number one. Very quiet. There we go. You get nothing.
Guess I grabbed everything useful.
So running up and shooting people in the face. A little rude and uncivilized, but doable.
What do you know? Christmas came early. That's all.
There's a plethora of things I can have. What else is there?
Tanks. They aren't taking any chances.
Same form.
Jackpot. This could be handy.
Let's go. Let's go. Slide walk in. Clear that thing. Should be set now. Bingo. What are you up to? Get rid of some longer range cats. Dirty officer somewhere over there. Got dragged down.
Dobbiamo...
Not for long though. Can't get it. Kids say is that
anything else.
What is the next thing we do? That's what maps look like. So we got a few more searchlights.
Another dealt with.
Who are you? Quite quick enough, buddy. Not quite quick enough. I'm a team that kills your friends. One more thing you guys know about that. What the hell? Going left.
This must be the harbor. Might be worth more surprise.
Ooh, walked right into a crossfire. Smart.
No more to find here.
Get on the X. Okay.
Nothing else to find.
Abbiamo perso uno dei nostri!
Can't find anything else.
Niente sentite! Proviamo da quella parte!
Got supported.
Guess I grabbed everything useful. This must be the harbor master's office. Might be worth nosing around.
Carefully. Carefully. There we go.
That's all.
Oh my goodness, how many more? Killed everyone around here. There's still more? Awesome. That should be the only one left.
And that makes 3.
Now it's in a short code phrase to the bombers, and we are good. Yeah, it's more dramatic for a flatline. I know. Sometimes you just gotta let it go, though. Yeah, not terrible. So, this is all the time we have for tonight. It is rather late where I am, and even later where probably most of you are. So, thank you for chance to try this out. Still going to be working on fixing more than a few things. But we are going to just kind of see what's going on, right? Let's see. Who can I send this to?